Hello everyone, welcome to Camera Freza. This is Reza and this is our daily sports show. We talk about all kinds of sports here. We start with NBA. Pistons defeated Jazz. They're in a very good place. Pistons and they're doing pretty good. I think they're the second in the Eastern Conference. It's their fourth win in a row. Sixers defeated by Cavaliers. Sixers are now two losses in a row, but they lost their place as the second team in the Eastern Conference now. Nets finally won their first win against Pacers. Pacers are not doing very well. Celtics won against Wizards. Not much to brag about. Wizards are also not doing well. Same with Celtics. Knicks defeated Timberwolves. Rockets defeated Grizzlies. Grizzlies started better, but now four losses in a row. Rockets five wins in a row. So very interesting. Uh, Pelicans had just had their first win, and now the second one against Mavericks. And Mavericks maybe didn't seem that way, but they also only had two wins, if I'm not wrong. And you don't want to be a Maverick fan. Yeah, it's horrible. Um, because of all that trade, they just went down. Uh, Nuggets defeated Heat. It was easy to predict. Yeah, Pelicans defeat. Yeah, I talked about Pelicans. Lakers defeated Spurs. Spurs. Uh, Let me see. Lakers had their fifth win in a row, which is brilliant because even when they don't have their best players, they're still performing brilliantly. Spurs two losses in a row, maybe a little bit off the form, like Sixers. Blazers defeated Thunder 121 to 119. The first loss of Thunder was last night or today morning, and yeah, finally someone can defeat them. And Portland is playing pretty good in total. I've watched a few of their games here or there. They're a pretty good team, very decent team. Kings also defeated Warriors, so yeah, that's about that. Let's go to football and Champions League last night. Let's talk first about Pafos against Villarreal. I don't have much to say. 1-0 to Pafos. Villarreal, based on the stats, seemed a little bit better, but not enough. But yeah, I don't know even. Pafos, I think, is a Greek team. I'm not even pretty sure. Um, Gala against Ajax. Gala won 3-0. Ajax is not doing very well this season. And Osimhen doing pretty amazing. Instead, for Gala, scored a hat trick, and of course, two of it was from penalties. Chelsea against Karabakh, maybe interesting game. Chelsea using very different lineups to start the game. Every game is something, but uh, like Maresca try his best not to use his main players in European league, like European games. Maybe the ones that he thinks it's easier, or and try to use them in Premier League, and every time it fails. I don't know when he will reach to this decision that it's not enough, and when he brings his complete team, he does the team does better, but it wasn't enough last night. So Estevao scored early goal, um, but the defense of Chelsea was with mistakes. Um, on the first goal and the second goal, which was a penalty, and then Garnacho came in and scored beautiful goal. Uh, but that was pretty much it. I expected Chelsea to do much more. I watched a bit of this game, but I thought Chelsea will do much more, but they didn't. They went on a very good form last night. It was a little bit shocking for me, to be honest, from Chelsea. Though of course Karabakh, because it's their home, and they try their best. They have a very good result already. Two wins, one draw, one loss only. Um, Dortmund against City, 4-1 to Dortmund. it was expected. City's on very good form. Dortmund is good this season, but not against the bigger teams. I think they are defeating easier games and easier teams better and more confidently. Foden scored 2 goals, Holland one, and Sherky 1 goal, and Anton for Dortmund. What was interesting was that Foden was focusing so much on shooting from outside the box. It seems it is a weakness for Dortmund and Dortmund goalkeeper. I didn't know it. I didn't know it till now, but it worked for him. A few good chances, a few not saving it in the first move and deflecting it into City player's leg and 2 goals. So it's an issue for Dortmund, and they should work on that. And City could score so many goals, especially in the first half, and at the last moment only Dortmund pressured. What else? I think Dortmund should have get a red card after they received first or second goal. I think they should, but they were lucky not to. Donnarumma was brilliant, is brilliant. Lots of good saves every game, and I think he was the best add in to this team. And City wouldn't be here without him. Like he really changed some games and can keep them in the game when they do mistakes. Um, Dortmund also had a lot of shots, but not in the target. So it kind of shows that yeah, they should be a little bit better in finishing. Marseille Atlanta. In Marseille, Marseille maybe had a little bit better stats, maybe a little bit, but Atlanta was using the opportunities they have much better. And fun fact, if the opportunities and big chances we only look, there's an airplane moving, and never ever an airplane moves here, but yeah, no one knows why. But Atlanta, if they use their opportunity well, they could have won it 3-0. So they had a penalty, and it was a great save by Marseille goalkeeper. Another goal that was offside, and then they scored a goal. It was a very weird goal that they scored Atalanta, and very controversial because they had an opportunity that they Marseille, and they were pretty sure it's a penalty. I think it was a handball. They were pretty sure it's a penalty. They were talking to the referee, like kind of standing, and in the counter attack of that, Atlanta scored a goal. It was a volley, very good shot out of the box and stuff, but still very controversial. Very controversial. Going to the next games, Inter again, Kairat, 2-1 to Inter. Inter started both halves very strongly. There was a penalty they refused. There were some opportunities for Kairat, but Inter was playing much better. Scored in the last minutes of the first half. And yeah, a corner for Kairat to score, and Inter scored again. It was an easy, good win for Inter, I think, and they should be very happy about it. Benfica against Leverkusen. It was in Lisbon. No, not Lisbon. It is in Lisbon, yeah. Benfica's games are in Lisbon. Yeah. So 4 losses, unfortunately, for Benfica from 4 games. 3 of them under Jose Mourinho. I think was one was against Chelsea, one against Newcastle, one against Leverkusen. All very good teams, and they also have game against Real Madrid. They didn't have a very easy draw for their which team they should compete against. So it was hard for them. What was very interesting was that there were a lot of airplane. What the hell is going on here? It's very weird. They never move here. It's very weird, and it's the second one. So there were a lot of counterattacks for Leverkusen, and they were, but Benfica was playing more. Benfica was quite unlucky. They hit the post and the bar 3 times, and had lots of opportunities, but they just couldn't score. And yeah, Leverkusen won that game, and maybe Jose Mourinho is in trouble. In Europe, they can't do much. In domestic league, also, they're not the best team. So yeah, let's see. Newcastle against Bilbao, 2-0 to Newcastle. Bilbao is having a very weird, good and bad season at the same time, mixed very much. Newcastle also, but it wasn't Newcastle. Bilbao also hit the post and bar 2 times. Uh, a lot of offsides, a lot of opportunities for Newcastle, but they scored 2 goals from the crosses, and they should. That's the thing. The Premier Leagues are so much used to set pieces, and they use them to their best interest. And La Liga teams seems to have problem controlling those, because now it became a thing in Premier League and they got used to it. But yeah, La Liga teams can be shocked by them. And the biggest, weirdest, most controversial game of the night, Barca against Brugge in Belgium. Um, Brugge scored, Barca responded again. Brugge scored, Barca responded again. Brugge scored, Barca responded 3-3. Yeah, a lot of fast passes and counterattacks, which like trying to avoid offside and just go behind the players. It works pretty much. Okay, that's not an airplane. It worked pretty much for them, and Barca has big problem with goalkeeper and defense. Goalkeeper, of course, they can get back their injured goalkeeper, but for in defense, they should buy some players. They're in big issues. Yamal played pretty good. He scored one pretty brilliant goal, like Messi wise goal, and he had a cross that was a own goal for Brugge. That was a goal in benefit of Barca. But at the end of the game, what was very interesting was that at 80 minutes something, Borja scored. No, not 80 minutes. At 90 something minutes, Borja scored another goal, which found foul on the goalkeeper in Barca, Chesney, and there are a lot of controversy about it. Some people say it was a foul on Chesney. Some people say it wasn't. It Chesney tried to dribble the, of course, player, and it was not successful. He tackled, the ball went in behind of Chesney, but they had contact. In my opinion, it was a penalty. It was a foul, not a penalty. It was a foul on Chesney, because they had contact. He didn't get the ball, the attack striker, and it stopped Chesney to get to the ball. It was a foul. Yeah, 3-3 for Barca. Their defense is awful. Yamal is amazing, and their attack is good. The thing is that they bring their defenders a lot to the offense to help them, and that's how they have empty defenses. I said this before, and they can get counter-attacked. But if they leave them behind, their offense will become quite useless. So they have to solve that problem. A few days ago, Patrick Vieira got fired from Genoa working in Serie A. I don't know how I missed that, but nonetheless, Daniel Rossi got his place, and they have a game tonight, if I'm not wrong, in Conference League, if I'm not wrong. But Daniel De Rossi is now the Genoa manager. In Europa League and Conference League, big games of the night. Feyenoord against Stuttgart, very interesting, good team in Germany, top of the league in Netherlands. Betis against Lyon, good team in France, Betis pretty good team in Spain, pretty good in knockout phases. And Rome against Rangers. Rangers are in trouble, but Rome are doing better. But nonetheless, they are the amazing games of today. So that's about that. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and write a comment, and hopefully I see you tomorrow yeah, have a good day.